If she shares this with you, you're special to her, hidden signs she truly cares, old Stoic wisdom. Love is not about what we say, but what we show. Anonymous. Have you ever wondered what it really means when a woman sees you as truly special? It's not always about grand declarations or dramatic moments. Often it's found in the subtle, raw, deeply personal moments she shares with you. These are the things that most people keep hidden from the world. It's not just hearing the words, I love you, but rather what she entrusts to you when no one else is around. She might reveal the parts of herself that are too painful to share with others, the scars from old wounds that never quite healed, or dreams she's too afraid to voice. When a woman allows you into this intimate space, it's a sign of something sacred between you. You've crossed the threshold into her inner world, a place she doesn't often let others into. In this video, we'll uncover the rare and intimate signs that show just how much she cares. From quiet revelations to moments of vulnerability, we'll explore how these actions speak louder than words. When she lets you into these personal corners of her life, it's more than just affection, it's an invitation into her heart. Let's break down exactly what these powerful signs look like. Sign number 1, her biggest regrets. When a woman opens up about her biggest regrets, it's not just a casual conversation. No, it's a glimpse into a part of her soul that she usually keeps hidden away, locked up behind the walls of her own mind. Regret is heavy, a burden that lingers, tied to missed opportunities, painful losses, and versions of herself she's long since outgrown. When she talks about the career she never dared to pursue, the relationship that left scars she can't forget, or the time fear paralyzed her and stole her chance at happiness, she's revealing far more than just a story. These are the raw, unfiltered pieces of her life, and if she's sharing them with you, that's a big deal. You must realize that this act is about trust, trust in you to hold that weight without judgment, to show her that her vulnerability won't be used against her. Women don't open up like this to just anyone, and that's why you should understand the value of the moment. She's not simply sharing a memory, she's showing you the person she was, the person she has become, and the space within her that's still filled with unhealed wounds. And that's where the beauty lies. You are now part of her story, the one who gets to hear her deepest fears and regrets. And in return, you have the chance to show her that she's not alone. She's hoping you'll listen, but more than that, she's hoping you'll help her heal, help her find peace with what happened and move forward. This is where old Stoic wisdom can truly help. In the face of regret, Stoic principles teach us to control our reactions and emotions, to not let the past define who we are today. It's about accepting what we can't change and embracing the things we can. She may carry her regrets with her, but you can help her put them in the proper perspective to understand that they do not dictate her future. This isn't just about listening, it's about offering strength, an iron mind that sees beyond the pain and into the possibility. That is the gift of wisdom from the Stoics, the ability to transform suffering into a foundation for growth. When a woman trusts you enough to share her regrets, it's a sign that she's not only seeking understanding, but also wanting you to be a part of her healing journey. You must be strong, yet gentle. You must understand the gravity of her revelations and respond with empathy without offering superficial solutions. She's not asking for fixes. What she's asking for is presence, support, and acceptance. By embracing these old Stoic principles, you provide her with an iron mind that can weather any storm, a presence that shows her that the past does not control her. Don't miss the depth of what she's offering you. Be aware of the hidden meaning behind her words. That is the path to truly understanding her. Recognize that regret is not a weakness, but a part of life's learning process, and it's a chance to step in with an open heart, a clear mind, and a strength rooted in Stoic principles. When you do this, you not only help her feel seen, but you also help her become whole again. Sign number 2, her insecurities and doubts. When she opens up about her insecurities and doubts, You're witnessing something rare, something incredibly special. Understand this, it is not something she shares lightly. Society is constantly whispering to women that they need to be flawless, no cracks, no weaknesses, nothing less than perfect. So, when she dares to show you her vulnerabilities, it's a clear sign that she trusts you deeply. She's not just letting you into her world, she's showing you the parts of her that even she's afraid to confront. This isn't some fleeting confession. It's not something she says because it's a fleeting emotion that will fade. No, this is real. When she admits her worries about not being enough for you, about you leaving, about feeling too emotional, too independent, or too scarred from past wounds, this is her unmasking herself. She might confess that she overthinks your every message, fearful that any wrong move could drive you away. These words don't come easy, but they come because she believes in you. And in that moment, she wants you to understand. She is laying down her guard, hoping you'll choose her just as she is. You must know this. She isn't asking you to fix her, no. She's not looking for solutions to all of her worries. She's not asking you to perform some magic trick that erases the scars or quiets the doubts. What she seeks, what she craves, is your acceptance. She wants to be loved, not despite her imperfections, but because of them. She wants to be reminded in your own way that she is enough exactly as she is, flaws, insecurities, and all. You might wonder, why would she share these vulnerabilities with me? It's because she sees something in you. She believes that you are a safe space, someone who values not only the polished, perfect exterior, but also the messy, imperfect interior. This is a privilege that many never get to experience. It's a signal that she trusts you, not just to love her, but to see her truth, the one she hides from most others. The world outside may judge her, expect her to be perfect, but you've been given access to her heart, her insecurities, and her deepest fears. This moment, this openness, should never be taken for granted. It is a reflection of real love, of someone who wants to be chosen not for the idealized version of herself, but for the woman she truly is. This is what the Stoic rules are all about: acceptance of what is real, not what we wish it to be. In the pursuit of practical Stoicism, we must learn to embrace the whole of a person, including their vulnerabilities, and not just the shiny, confident facade they put on for the world. And in this, you must follow the paths of wisdom. Do not rush to fix. Do not offer empty assurances. Instead, offer the most powerful thing you can: your presence, your steady love, your understanding. Remind her that she is enough, not because you say so, but because you mean it. The Stoic philosophers spoke of inner strength and clarity, but also of the profound importance of human connection. By showing her that you can accept her insecurities without judgment, you are practicing a deep, enduring form of wisdom. So let her be real with you. Let her show you the parts she's scared to reveal to anyone else. Don't rush in with solutions. Instead, listen. Accept. Be there for her. That is what she needs most of all. In your relationship, remember, this isn't just a passing moment. This is a reminder that the most profound connections happen when we let down our walls and allow ourselves to be vulnerable. And when you see her imperfections, her doubts, her insecurities, choose her anyway. That is where the real strength lies, in the acceptance of what is imperfect. Follow the paths of wisdom that remind us to love deeply, to love fully, and to love without conditions. This is your chance to practice practical Stoicism in the most meaningful way. You don't need to change her. You don't need to save her. You just need to love her as she is, and that is enough. Sign number 3, her most embarrassing moments. When a woman shares her most embarrassing moments with you, it's not just a quirky gesture, it's a powerful sign that she trusts you. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "Freedom is the only true happiness. The rest are just shadows." In this context, sharing embarrassing stories is a moment of freedom. She's letting down her guard, allowing you to see her imperfections, her vulnerabilities, and her true self. In a world where appearances often dictate behavior, this is a rare and significant act. Consider this. Most people replay their embarrassing moments in silence, burying them deep within, hoping no one ever finds out. Yet, when she laughs about spilling coffee before an important meeting or waving at someone who wasn't even looking, she is showing you something extraordinary. She is showing you a part of her that's authentic, raw, and unscripted. She isn't worried about judgment. She knows you won't mock her. Instead, she trusts that you'll laugh with her. And in doing so, she is telling you, "This is who I truly am, and I feel safe enough with you to be myself." Think about the significance of this moment. When a woman allows herself to be vulnerable in front of you, it's a huge victory, both for her and for your connection. You've earned the right to witness her flaws, and that's a privilege. It's a symbol of emotional intimacy. She's not presenting you with a perfectly curated image. She's allowing you to see her behind the mask. It's the essence of true trust, and you must recognize it as such. Never take this lightly. It's one of the clearest indicators that she values you, not just for the polished version of herself, but for the real, unfiltered version. As Epictetus taught, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about these things. Don't judge her for her imperfections, instead, embrace the vulnerability. Let's not forget that we are living in an era of constant performance. People often feel compelled to present their best selves, hiding their flaws, pretending everything is perfect. So when she lets you in on her embarrassing moments, it's like she's flipping the script. She's saying, "I trust you enough to share this." You must see this as an opportunity to deepen the bond. This is where true strength lies, not in perfection, but in the acceptance of imperfection. When she shows you this side of herself, it's a win for both of you. She is saying, "I'm safe with you. I can let my guard down." In the Stoic mindset, this is the ultimate form of freedom. Freedom from the need for approval, freedom from the fear of judgment. Now, I want you to recognize that this moment is a reflection of strength. She's not weak for sharing these stories. She's incredibly strong. Only the secure, the self-aware, and the emotionally mature can embrace vulnerability. This is the essence of Stoicism, finding peace in the face of flaws and imperfections. Remember, Epictetus taught us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Her ability to laugh at her embarrassing moments isn't a weakness. It's a demonstration of emotional mastery. She understands that mistakes are part of the human experience. She doesn't need to be perfect, and neither do you. You must recognize this trust and honor it. It's not about you impressing her or playing a role. It's about being the kind of man who can appreciate her vulnerability and reciprocate with your own. Let go of the pretense. Embrace the realness of life, the mistakes, the imperfections. This is where true connection thrives. If she feels safe enough to share these moments, you must respond with the same level of openness and acceptance. You have a responsibility to safeguard this trust. Never mock her, never belittle her. Instead, laugh with her, appreciate her authenticity, and strengthen the bond you share. This is how you win. This is how you master life. This is how you build something lasting. So remember, when she shares her most embarrassing moments, it's not just a joke. It's a sign that you're special to her. She's saying, "You are worthy of seeing the real me." This is the mark of a strong, authentic relationship. Embrace it, protect it, and keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that in this vulnerability, there is victory. You've been given a treasure, guard it well, and you will win. Sign number 4, her past struggles and challenges. When a woman opens up about her struggles, it's more than just conversation, it's an act of trust. If she shares with you the weight of her past, be it battles with anxiety, painful loneliness, or friendships that drained her spirit, understand that she's not speaking casually. Perhaps she grew up in a home where love was conditional or had to shoulder burdens when she herself was breaking. These stories are not shared for sympathy. They are her way of revealing her strength. The marks of past struggles are visible in her words, like scars on her soul. but she isn't seeking advice or pity. She's looking for something far deeper: presence. She needs a man who listens, who doesn't just hear, but feels. When she speaks of her pain, it's not an invitation to offer solutions, it's a call for empathy, for understanding, for a man who respects the resilience she's developed through her trials. In these moments, it's essential to embody old Stoic wisdom, the kind that teaches us to stay calm, composed, and present when others are vulnerable. A Stoic mind, forged in patience and wisdom, recognizes that real strength doesn't lie in having all the answers, but in being steady and supportive in the face of hardship. When she reveals her past struggles, remember that these stories aren't just about her pain. They are about the fierce, unyielding strength she's built. She's looking for someone who can appreciate the strength in her scars, not someone who sees them as weaknesses. Don't rush in with solutions. Be present. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. In doing so, you are honoring not just her words, but the deep, stoic principles that value emotional presence over empty solutions. The essence of true connection grows from this shared space of vulnerability. It's here in these raw moments that you'll see her for who she really is, a woman who has weathered storms, but who still stands tall. If you can be the man who listens, who truly sees her strength, then you've forged a bond that goes beyond the surface. This is where the foundation of a deeper connection begins. When a woman shares her challenges, it's not a plea for rescue, but an invitation to understand her resilience. And by responding with empathy and respect, you show that you not only recognize her past, but also the iron mind and resolve that have shaped her into the woman she is today. Don't be the man who tries to fix her or dismiss her pain. Instead, be the one who stands beside her, who listens without judgment, and who appreciates her strength. The Stoic wisdom of understanding and patience will guide you through these moments, revealing the depth of character that is often hidden behind the struggle. That is the key to forming a bond that is real, one that is built on mutual respect and true emotional connection. Sign number 5. Her true feelings about you. When she opens up to you, revealing her true feelings, it may not come wrapped in the familiar words, "I love you." Don't get it twisted. Those 3 words are often just the tip of the iceberg. What truly matters is how she shows it through the little things she says and does. She might tell you that she feels calm around you. Think about that. Calm, like a gentle river that flows quietly, knowing it has found a stable path. In this fast-paced world, calmness is rare, and when she feels that with you, it's not something to overlook. It means you offer her a sense of peace in the chaos of everyday life. You are her safe harbor. It's likely she'll mention how her day is brighter when you're around. Imagine that. Her world has more color, more vibrancy, simply because you're in it. Those are the words of someone who truly cherishes your presence. Be aware of this. This isn't just a passing comment. It's a declaration. She's telling you that you matter in a way that few others do. Now pay close attention when she talks about the little things you do. She notices them. She appreciates them. Maybe it's the way you open the door, your subtle sense of humor, or the small gestures that seem insignificant to you but mean the world to her. These acts are more than just kind. They're signals. She's expressing that she values your thoughtfulness, and in a world that often overlooks such details, that speaks volumes. But here's where it gets even deeper. She might start weaving in thoughts of the future. She'll imagine trips, holidays, even a life with you in it. These aren't just idle daydreams. They're signs that she sees you as more than just a temporary part of her life. She's already picturing the chapters ahead, with you by her side. And that's a real investment in the relationship. Sometimes, though, her confessions might come with a touch of vulnerability. She might admit to a fear of losing you. This isn't weakness, it's honesty, and it comes from a place of deep attachment. She wonders if she's enough for you. These aren't questions born from insecurity, but from the emotional weight of truly caring about someone. In those moments, she's not just testing your love, She's showing you how much she's emotionally anchored to you. This is far from casual. This is a serious investment. In practical Stoicism, there's a rule about how to deal with emotions, both your own and others. It's about accepting them without being ruled by them. You must recognize these emotional moments without overreacting. Stoic rules guide us to acknowledge feelings, but not let them overwhelm our actions. You don't need to fix her fears or doubts. Instead, be there, grounded and present, a steady source of calm in her life. This is where the paths of wisdom come into play. The wisdom of understanding that love isn't always loud, it's often quiet, thoughtful, and expressed in the small things. You don't need grand declarations to know she cares. Her actions speak louder than words ever will. Be aware of these signs because they often speak louder than "I love you." Remember this: when a woman is emotionally anchored to you, when she shares her fears, her hopes, and her deepest feelings, it's a sign of something profound. She isn't just passing through, she's building with you, investing in something that could last. The Stoic view here is simple. Don't rush to judgment, but don't ignore the signs. When she shows you her true feelings, accept them with understanding, patience, and commitment. Be the steady force in her life and honor her vulnerability. At the core of practical Stoicism lies this truth. In relationships, what matters most is not the absence of fear or doubt, but the ability to stand firm and calm through them. When she shares her true feelings, recognize the depth of the bond and let your actions reflect that steadiness and commitment. These are not casual moments. These are signals of a heart that is deeply invested. Don't take them lightly. Recognize the value in her words, her fears, and her hopes. And remember, Stoic wisdom teaches that true strength in love is not found in avoiding vulnerability, but in embracing it and responding with calm, steady determination. If you found this valuable, comment below and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember, I am emotionally anchored to the ones I care about. Sign number 6, her favorite childhood traditions. When a woman opens up about her childhood, sharing the rituals, the songs, the family meals, and the smells that marked her early years, you've gained access to something powerful. These are not just memories, they're emotional anchors, the foundation upon which she was built. By letting you in, she's revealing a part of herself that many will never see. She's saying, "This is my history. This is the essence of who I am." In the wise words of Epictetus, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When she shares these traditions, you are seeing her life stripped of the distractions, and you're tapping into something genuine, something real. But don't mistake these traditions for mere nostalgia. They are her emotional fingerprint. She may speak of a favorite family meal, a specific song that played during road trips, or the scent of her grandmother's kitchen, all of which form a map to her heart. Even if she shares something bittersweet, a tradition lost or changed after family upheaval, understand this: she's trusting you with her vulnerability. She's sharing not just the good, but also the sorrow. And by doing so, she's strengthening the bond between you. This is where Stoicism, especially the teachings of Epictetus, teaches us. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You must grasp that sharing these moments is a sign of her trust, a sign of her commitment to you, to build something that endures, something that wins. In modern life, we are bombarded with distractions, work, technology, endless noise. But when she lets you see her childhood traditions, she's offering you a rare glimpse into the deeper layers of her soul. In a world obsessed with the superficial, this is a sacred exchange. You must take it seriously. You must value it. It's a privilege, not a right, and only those who truly understand the power of emotional connection can recognize its worth. Just like in Stoicism, where we focus on self-control and wisdom, the ability to reflect on these shared traditions and understand their significance is what sets you apart. She's giving you the key to unlock her heart. Don't squander it. When she opens up about her past, remember, this is your chance to forge something timeless. To truly win in life, to win with her, you must grasp the power of these moments. You must become a master of understanding and empathy. Epictetus himself teaches us to remain unmoved by external circumstances, but deeply connected to those who matter. No man is free who is not master of himself. You must learn the art of listening, of truly hearing her, not just with your ears, but with your heart. That's how you'll build a connection that's unshakable, one that is rooted in trust, respect, and understanding. Don't take this lightly. These small moments are the building blocks of something larger than yourself. Be present, be strong, be decisive. By doing so, you win. You master the art of connection. Sign number 7, her painful experiences and trauma. This is a rare and deep level of trust that's not given lightly. Trauma isn't something you can casually discuss. It's the heart-wrenching part of her story that still echoes in her soul. It's the kind of pain that comes from heartbreak, from moments that left her shattered, from loneliness so deep it felt suffocating, or experiences that no one else can see but have shaped her in ways you can't begin to imagine. If she opens up to you about this, understand this. She's not seeking pity or sympathy. She doesn't want you to feel sorry for her. She's inviting you to witness her vulnerability, to see the rawness of her journey. What she truly desires is presence. She's looking for someone who won't run away when it gets too heavy, when the weight of her past threatens to overwhelm her. You must be the kind of person who can sit with her, not to fix the pain, but simply to be there, without judgment or fear. The depth of her trust is revealed in this moment, when she shows you the parts of her that remain broken yet still strong. Don't take that lightly. You must understand that by holding space for her, you're doing something extraordinary. You're offering not just your presence, but your strength. You're showing her that her scars don't make her weak, that she's still capable of rising, and that you're not afraid of the darkness she carries. That is where the real connection happens. When you step into her world, not as a savior, but as a witness to her resilience, you become more than a partner. You become her safe place. She will see you as a sanctuary in a world that may have once felt chaotic and unsafe. If you can honor her wounds without flinching, if you can sit with her without rushing to fix things, you become her anchor in a storm. This requires something beyond surface-level understanding. It requires a deep appreciation for Old Stoic wisdom, the principles of strength and perseverance even in the face of hardship. You must possess an iron mind, capable of understanding that pain isn't weakness, it's part of the journey. The Stoic principles teach us that the true test of strength isn't how we perform when things are easy, but how we endure when things are hard. When she trusts you with this level of pain, it's not just a gift, it's a test of your character. Are you the kind of person who will run from discomfort, or the one who will remain steadfast and unmoved by her wounds? That's what it takes to truly stand by her side. It's the kind of loyalty that's forged not in happy moments, but in the trials, the storms, the painful moments when everything seems too much to bear. By being there, by supporting her in this vulnerable state, you're not only proving your own resilience, but also reinforcing the Stoic wisdom that true strength comes from enduring, not escaping. This is the level of trust she's offering, the kind that requires an iron mind and an unwavering heart. Be that steady force in her life, and you will earn a place that no one else can ever take away. Sign number 8, her health concerns. When she opens up about her health struggles, you're stepping into a realm of her vulnerability that few get to see. This is not just about physical discomfort. It's a peek into her very soul, where she is laying bare her fears, anxieties, and insecurities. It's not an easy thing for anyone to do, But if she chooses to share this with you, understand that you are witnessing something sacred. This is not a casual conversation. This is her showing you that she trusts you deeply. Health is inherently tied to security. Our health, whether it's physical pain, mental health challenges, or even the fear of what the future may hold, affects our sense of stability. When she talks about these things, it's not a call for pity or sympathy. It's a way of saying, I trust you with the part of me that is fragile and uncertain. And in doing so, she's asking you to stand firm with her, not in the way of fixing the issue, but in the way of just being there. In a world that often values strength over vulnerability, she's daring to show you the other side. The side that is unsure, the side that fears losing control, the side that wants reassurance that no matter what happens, you'll still be there. Be aware, this is not an invitation for you to become her therapist or problem solver. It's a simple request. I need you to stay with me, even when things aren't perfect. When she trusts you with something so personal, you're not just a casual observer in her life anymore. You have entered her inner circle. That is the power of trust. It's a declaration that she believes in you. She's not testing you. She's revealing to you that, in her eyes, you're someone worth being vulnerable with. And this trust, it's priceless. There are few moments in life that demand the level of vulnerability she's offering here. The act of sharing health concerns is one of those moments when the stakes are high. It's a reflection of her desire for stability in the midst of chaos. Her health isn't just a physical condition, it's a symbol of her need for emotional security, someone who will be by her side through thick and thin. You must understand the significance of this. Don't take it lightly. The Stoic rules that emphasize resilience and emotional control are essential here. But practical Stoicism also teaches us to embrace vulnerability, especially when it comes from someone we care about. It's a form of emotional strength, not weakness. The paths of wisdom suggest that true intimacy is built on these very moments, the moments when we share our fears and struggles, when we let someone into the darkest corners of our lives. You must realize that by her sharing this with you, she's not just letting you into her life, she's trusting you with her heart. She's making you a part of her deepest fears and insecurities, asking you to stand firm with her through whatever challenges may come. So remember, this isn't a cry for help in the conventional sense. It's a test of loyalty, of emotional endurance. By opening up about health concerns, she's revealing her true self, one that is raw and unfiltered. You mustn't shrink away from it. In fact, lean into it. Be there for her in a way that goes beyond surface level comfort. Show her that her trust in you is not misplaced, and that no matter what happens, you won't disappear when things are less than perfect. In the end, this is one of the ultimate tests of love and trust. When she shares her health concerns with you, she's asking, can you love me at my weakest? The Stoic wisdom of resilience says, yes, I can. And that, my friend, is how you build not just a relationship, but a partnership founded on true understanding, unwavering trust, and the kind of love that transcends the ordinary. That is the power of true connection. Sign number 9, her willingness to be vulnerable. When a woman shows vulnerability, it's a rare and powerful act. Many women guard their weaknesses, concealing them to shield themselves from further pain. But if she opens up, revealing her fears, past wounds, and moments of weakness, this is a profound sign of trust. She's not just offering you a glimpse into her world, she's inviting you to understand her on a deeper, more intimate level. You must understand this. Vulnerability is a risk, a courageous act that few are willing to take. In today's world, where everyone is focused on appearing strong and unshakable, showing vulnerability is a mark of authenticity. It's a silent yet powerful message. I trust you enough to expose the parts of me that are broken and raw. She might share an experience where she failed at something important, like being passed over for a promotion despite putting in her best effort. That sting of rejection, that deep sense of inadequacy, is something most men can understand. Or she might talk about a previous relationship, one where she invested hope and love only to be abandoned by someone who didn't value her. These stories aren't just about pain, they're about showing you that she trusts you with her vulnerabilities. She's not seeking sympathy, she's seeking understanding, the kind that only comes when someone truly cares. And that trust, that openness, is a testament to how much she values you. It's a clear sign that she sees something special in you, something rare. You must recognize this as a mark of deep respect. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Her willingness to be vulnerable isn't about needing to be saved. It's about wanting to be seen and understood for who she truly is. You must never take this trust lightly. This is where you win in life, when you can understand someone's deepest pains and still stand by them. You must realize that Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but mastering them. To embrace her vulnerability means you are not only willing to understand her fears and failures, but to stand beside her as a constant source of strength and support. This is the essence of winning, not by having everything under control, but by standing firm in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Just as Epictetus teaches, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When she shows vulnerability, she is giving you the chance to react with strength, wisdom, and unwavering support. Let that be your foundation. This is how you win in relationships, in life, and in becoming the man you were always meant to be. You must never forget that vulnerability is strength in disguise. Embrace it, protect it, and let it deepen the bond between you. Remember, this is how you master life, through understanding, patience, and being a rock when the storm hits. Never take that gift lightly. Sign number 10, she sees you as part of her future plans. This is one of the clearest and most powerful signs that she truly cares for you. When a woman starts to include you in her long-term plans, it's more than just casual talk. It's a sign that she envisions you by her side as she navigates the journey of life. The conversation might begin with something simple, like a mention of a vacation or an event, but it soon evolves into more profound discussions about the future. She might talk about living in another city, embarking on a career adventure together, or even raising a family. For example, she might casually mention, "I think it would be amazing if we could live in Paris for a year and have wonderful experiences together." Or she could say, "I think we could start a small project here. I believe in your abilities, and I hope you'll always be by my side in the bigger plans of life." This isn't just playful talk, it's the foundation of something far more meaningful. This is a sign of deep emotional investment. She doesn't just see you in her present, she sees you as a key player in her future, someone who will be with her as she continues to grow, evolve, and pursue her dreams. You must understand this. When a woman speaks of the future with you in it, she is entrusting you with something significant. It's not just about trips or casual plans. It's about her view of you as a partner, someone integral to her vision of what lies ahead. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that the greatest bonds are not forged in fleeting moments, but in the shared understanding of what the future holds. And in this context, she is showing you, with every word, that you are part of her long-term journey, someone whose presence she not only desires but values deeply. Do not take this lightly. You must recognize the significance of this gesture. She is telling you that she trusts you with her future. It's easy to get lost in the thrill of the moment, but the true value of these conversations lies in the Stoic principles of commitment, discipline, and vision. She's not just thinking of you as a companion for today, she's considering you as someone who will help her build the life she desires. That is the mark of deep affection, the kind that is rooted in genuine care and trust. She is sharing her deepest hopes with you, a move that requires vulnerability and courage. If you've ever read about the Iron Mind, those rare individuals who possess the strength and clarity to weather the storm of life's challenges, you'll understand that this is exactly what she's asking for. She's inviting you to share in the strength and steadiness of her vision, to become part of something far more meaningful than momentary passions. The strength of an iron mind allows one to see beyond the present, to the future, and to stand resolute in the belief that what is being built today will endure. Now, do not let these moments pass by unnoticed. She's offering you more than just an invitation to a distant vacation or a hypothetical future. She's laying the groundwork for a partnership that will stand the test of time. The old Stoic wisdom teaches us that true love and commitment are not built on fleeting emotions, but on shared values, mutual respect, and the willingness to endure hardships together. If she's including you in her plans for the future, it's not just a casual request. It's an invitation to become part of her life in the most profound and lasting way. This is a gift, not something to be taken for granted. If you truly care for her, you must understand the depth of this gesture. It is a sign that she believes in you, that she sees you not just as a companion, but as someone whose presence is essential to her life's unfolding story. You must respond with the same level of commitment and understanding. In a world where so many relationships are fleeting, this is a rare and precious gift. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Embrace it with the seriousness it deserves, for it's a rare sign that she truly sees you as a central part of her future. Hey there, thank you so much for watching. If this video opened your eyes to the quiet language of a woman's heart, then take a moment to reflect. Have you really been listening when she whispers her soul to you? If she's shown you these signs, protect that bond. Keep it sacred. The truth is, the strongest relationships are built on trust and genuine care, things that often go unspoken. So listen closely, value these signs, and nurture what matters most. If you want to dive even deeper into the psychology of attraction, connection, and emotional intimacy, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to ThoughtSphere, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an insight that could transform your relationships. Reminding you that true connection isn't found in flashy words, but in what someone shares when the world isn't watching. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, and always stay curious.